If any of you were in the Boston area, or New England for that matter, in the late 1940s until the 1960s, you're sure to remember Big Brother Bob Emery. He was an early pioneer of one of the first TV series made for children, first on the old Dumont Network in 1947 with the Small Fry Club, and later with various versions of the same show on WBZ in Boston from the early 1950s until his retirement in 1968. But Bob Emery started broadcasting long before that on WGEI in Medford, Mass., and then later took his children's show to Boston's WEEI from 1924 until the early 1930s. Because of his popularity in the early 1920s, Bob Emery made a Brunswick record in 1926 based on his WEEI radio show, and here's part 2 of that record. And I've specifically chosen this side because it includes his famous theme song, "The Grass is Always Greener in the Other Fellow's Yard." So here's Bob Emery from 1926 and Big Brother's Brunswick record.
Good evening, everybody. This is WEEI Boston, broadcasting the nightly meeting of the Boston Edison Big Brother Club. Wait till we see if the old piano's in tune. I don't know if you call that in tune or not, but here we go. Now, nothing ever worries me, nothing makes me blue. When trouble comes my way, here's just what I do. I grab my ukulele, on my ukulele, I keep strumming gaily, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la. Now the grass is always greener in the other fellow's yard. The little road we have to hold seems awful hard. Now you always see the fine clothes other folks have on their backs, but you never see the mortgage that's hanging on their shack. You liked our little roadster till a day just their sedan. Now you called our roadster just an old tomato can. If we all could wear green glasses now, couldn't be so hard to see how green the grass is in our own backyard. Yes, sir, this is WEEI, and now for the club business for tonight. Here's a letter from a lady in New Hampshire who says, "Dear Big Brother, I want to thank you very much for the Big Brother programs you see through WEEI. The other evening, as my husband and I were listening to you, he fell asleep. That's complimentary. The cigar he was smoking fell to the floor and our house caught fire. We barely escaped with our lives." Well, I wonder what this woman is writing to thank me for. She goes on to say, "What I want to thank you for is that it was the first time we were out together in 27 years. Well, that's that. Here's a request from one of our old-timers for White Wings. White wings, they never grow weary, they carry me cheerily over the sea. Night comes, I long for my dearie, I spread out my white wings and sail